Hi guys, Daz here with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time is episode 192. And today I will be discussing the best selling comic books on eBay for the week ending the 15th of July 2022. Now since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics. And they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me. It's not difficult. But before we continue, if I could ask you to perhaps drop a subscription, a like, a comment, a share, ding that bell for notifications because I'm always bringing out content. And here I am in a new setting. Just couldn't get that lighting right in the kitchen. Moved into the middle room. Okay, starting in at number 20 on our list is a book from DC, and it's a recent release. Debuting in Joker issue number 2, Bane's daughter, Vengeance, was a well-received character. Additionally, this issue delivers a finale of Tynion's run on the 15-issue Joker series. And the 1 in 25 incentive ratio is a beautiful piece of art by the highly talented Gwilyn March. Number 20 on our list, guys, is Joker, issue 15, the Gwilyn March. 1 in 25 incentive, and this is a gorgeous piece of artwork. There we go guys. This top 20 is a very tough one guys, trust me. Got quite a few incentives in this lineup. This book sold 21 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 62%, with a high sale raw copy going for $45. It's a pretty good long-term hold by all accounts. Okay, number 19 on our list is a book from 1992. And Omega Red has been a highly popular character and pretty much a running joke. Everybody seems to think it's just a matter of time before Omega Red joins the MCU. I know he was rumoured for WandaVision at one point, and then the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Not materialised as yet, but I do feel we will see the character. Number 19 on our list from 1992 is X-Men issue number 4, guys. We all know the book. The first appearance of Omega Red was Arkady Grigorovich, a Russian serial killer captured and experimented on by the government. Don't know how many of you don't know this, but in the Deadpool 2 prison scenes, he makes a blink and you'll miss it little appearance, and he is in fact, I think, playing chess in a deleted scene. Well, this book continues to sell well, and it sold 14 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 112%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for a whopping $166.50. Don't go paying eBay prices, guys. These books are plentiful. I paid £3 for this copy, and that was in the middle of 2017. A terrible comic book shop, in my opinion. That is the Incredible Comic Book Shop in Swindon. Basically, they price everything by eBay, and no matter what the grade. But I found several of those ones over the years, and I always made good coin. Okay, number 18 on our list is another Marvel book, and this time from 1985. And this one's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's true. This issue is the first appearance of the most well-known and beloved Marvel hero of all time, and this is a new one on me, guys. And that is the Phone Ranger. The Phone Ranger. Now, in all seriousness, this obscure character has become a sought-after spec after a few set photos of Loki Season 2 were leaked on Twitter. And one of those images shows a movie theatre with a poster. And the poster is for the movie The Phone Ranger. And that poster shows him in full costume with his telephone head and all its goodness. Number 18 on our list, yeah, the first appearance of the Phone Ranger comes in Marvel Age Annual number 1. Here is your book, guys. It's certainly been added to my radar because you know me, guys, I love my live action first appearances. I don't know whether we'll get Phone Ranger in person, but we're certainly going to get that character alluded to. This book sold 17 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 107%, with a high sale raw copy going for $28.60. Okay, moving on to number 17 on our list, another Marvel book, but a recent release. And this is a fantastic incentive cover, and it comes from Scan. And Iron Cat was all the rage for a few weeks there. Number 17 on our list is Iron Cat, issue number 1, the Scan 1 in 50 incentive. This is a lovely cover, guys, but I've said it before, my local LCSs do not get in these bigger ratio books. What numbers did this one do? I'm not a big fan of these big mashup of characters. This one, though, sold 15 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 134%, with a high sale raw copy going for $100. Wow. Okay, number 16 on our list, and this is a book that I've alluded to on my latest community page poll. Go onto my community page, guys. I've given 5 recent first appearances that have come out this year. Get your vote in and let me know which one do you think has the most speculation around it. 16 on our list, though, talking about one of those books. It's all about Tolson, hasn't it, when it comes to Black Panther's recent releases. He first appeared in Black Panther issue number 3. That really exploded. Now we're talking the second printing, and this is the first cover appearance of Tolson, and that comes in Black Panther issue number 3, the second printing, guys. And this book is going for surprisingly little. Here it is. That's the kind of book I will find in a charity shop for next to nothing. But with all this Wakandan universe expanding, you know, we've got the Black Panther 2 movie, we're getting World of Wakanda as a Disney Plus show. I can see this character at some point turning up. This book sold 18 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 111%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $100. Number 15 on our list, and we've just had the Thor Love and Thunder movie, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, it wasn't for everybody's tastes. Bit too comedic at times. For me, Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcher stole the show. Would love to have seen more of him. Gutted that he didn't make it through the film. But a character that was talked about and shown at the end of that movie was Eternity. And Eternity is rumoured to be having a bit of a future in the MCU down the line. Number 15 on our list, one of my favourite Marvel series from the Silver Age, is Strange Tales, issue 138, and of course that first appearance of Eternity. That's the kind of book I will pick up at a Comic-Con. eBay prices pretty much through the roof right now, and it's been ages since I've picked up a book. I mean, talking months since I've picked up a book on eBay. This book sold 18 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 118%, with a high sale CGC 7.07 going for $259. Pretty high grade for a Silver Age book from 1965, that one. Okay, number 14 on our list. I was scrolling through the TV channels just the other day, and I came across a recently optioned and now on-screen book from Image Comics, and that is Paper Girls. Yeah, that comes from Brian K. Vaughan. Number 14 on our list from 2015 is Paper Girls, issue number 1, guys. Basically, the story is a group of girls get caught between two factions of time travelers at war with one another. And I remember being in Forbidden Planet where they do their grab bags, and there was dozens of these at 50p a piece, and for some strange reason I didn't pick them up. But I have this minty copy which I paid £3 for, and that was at the local antique centre early 2018. I'm yet to see Paper Girls, but I did watch the latest Predator movie last night, Prey. Oh my days, was I blown away with that. I'm a massive fan of the franchise, and this could be the second best film after the original for me. This Paper Girls book, though, back to that, sold 23 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 95% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $125. I remember making a hot comic book alert special about Brian K. Vaughan. A lot of his works are apparently coming to the screen. Okay, number 13 on our list, and here's another Marvel book in a recent release. Howie Scott, the Friendly Lycanthrope, I can never say it, basically werewolf, has several cameos in Strange Academy before his first appearance came in Strange Academy, first full appearance came in Strange Academy issue 16. However, this variant is his first cover appearance, and that comes in Strange Academy issue 18, the Ryan Stegman character spotlight variant. And this is a nice looking book, guys. Why would you say it? Lycanthrope, I think it is. Basically, it's a werewolf. Here's your book. Okay, guys. I missed out on all the Strange Academy goodness when it came out. I remember being in Forbidden Planet again, dozens on the shelves, and I passed them by. And now look what that first printing is going for. I do have the second printing though, and I think I have the third printing and the Walmart. So I'm not doing too badly with that book. This Stegman variant though sold 32 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 68% with a high sale raw copy going for $15. That's Strange Academy issue 18, the Stegman character variant. Okay, number 12 on our list, of course, back to Thor Love and Thunder. I enjoyed it. I think I gave it 9 or 9.5 out of 10. I was entertained. It made me laugh, and some of the action sequences were fantastic. And along with Gore the God Butcher, of course, we got Jane Foster. And, post-credit scene spoilers, she's now in Valhalla. So it seems we're not getting the end of Jane. Number 12 on our list from 2014. Another book I passed on for a couple of quid is Thor issue number 1, guys. Just didn't see enough goodness in it for me at the time. What did I know about comics? There's your book. Of course, there are multiple printings. The red is the first printing. I think the blue is the second. This Thor book, though, which I have the reprint of, The True Believers. And I picked this up for a quid. Why? Because there's just 15,715 copies of this. And it goes for double figures in money. Third cameo appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. And that comes on the final page. But it is the first cover appearance. And that's what really sells the book. This book sold 24 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 100% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $275. Raws on average now around about 69 quid. Or $69 rather. Okay, number 11 on our list. Interesting one to see back on the list from DC a couple of years ago, 2020. Yeah, Punchline is back. And she's spearheading a new series called Punchline, The Gotham Game, launching sometime in October, November. Now this news quickly caused her first appearance to pick back up in value. And it's like DC has massive plans for the character. Number 11 on our list is her first appearance, and that comes in Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, issue number 3. A book I missed out on, but we all know it. There is a second printing of this one as well, so go careful. But it's the first printing we are talking about here. Okay, so what numbers did this book do? Well, it sold 17 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 105% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $150. We're into the big top 10, and I am doing shockingly. This is going to be my worst week, trust me, guys. Okay, starting in at number 10 on our list is More Tolson Love. Yeah, More Tolson Love. And of course, he first appeared in issue number 3. And then he came back in issue number 7. Haven't read too much up on the character. Can't give you too much detail. But number 10 on our list, guys, is Black Panther issue number 3. The first printing. And for me, this is the big book when it comes to the 2022 releases. it was going crazy at one point. It has slowed a little bit. This book sold 24 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 103%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $177. The book was up to around about $70, $80 raw at one point, but now they were settling in on average around about 56. Okay, X-Men #1 from 1991, as we all know, was one of the biggest, if not the biggest selling comic book of all time. It was so mass produced with multiple covers. And it's been steadily picking up steam again over the last 6 months, with many comic experts report numerous big books suffering from slower sales. Yeah, buyers have turned to the cheaper keys, and that's certainly one of them. And this iconic series by Chris Claremont and Jim Lee massively changed modern Marvel comics. It doesn't hurt that these covers are fantastic. Also, with an X-Men 97 animated series just a year away, these iconic themed covers are really in demand again, and this one as well, featuring the Master of Magnetism, Magneto, is the book we're talking about. And this is X-Men issue #1, the cover D, Magneto one. And it's one I've passed on numerous times in the past, guys, but it is pretty iconic, I think, for a mass-produced book. Look at that. Stellar work from Jim Lee there. What numbers did this one do? Well, it sold a whopping 25 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 111%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $104. Raws on average now around about 17, which is crazy because that book is so mass produced. Okay, #8 on our list, another Marvel book, this time from 2019. And for such an amazing character, it's incredible it took until 2019 for Doctor Doom to receive his first solo series. Can you believe it? Yeah, here we are, and here he is in the top 10. With Reed Richards appearing in the MCU and a Fantastic Four film on the horizon, their greatest rival cannot be too far away. #8 on our list is Doctor Doom, issue #1 from 2019. I did another poll recently asking which villain would you like to see that haven't been used yet in the MCU. I put up characters like Magneto and Galactus and Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom stormed it, so people are looking forward to him, but he's got to be done right, hasn't he? This book sold 13 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 213%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $140, and raws on average now $13. Okay, #7 on our list from 2015, and we're talking A-Force. Now, I've recently sold a regular A cover. There was strong rumours at one point that the A-Force were coming into the MCU's perhaps a feature film or their own Disney Plus show. Didn't materialise. We did get that like forced female team at the end of Endgame. But #7 on our list, guys, is the 1 in 25 incentive, and that comes from Stephanie Hans. We are talking A-Force issue #1. Like I said, from 2015. I found a few of the regular covers, but this book has been doing very nicely. Of course, as well as A-Force, it is the first appearance of Singularity. And this book sold 19 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 148%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $325. Raws on average now a whopping $154. Okay, #6 on our list, a DC book, and we don't usually get DC books on the list, but DC spoiled the community by bringing in the introduction of the villain Failsafe with numerous fantastic back covers, specifically with Jock crushing this 1 in 50 variant. The vibrant yellow background is reminiscent of past Batman emblems, with Jock depicting the Dark Knight as he appears in criminals' nightmares. #6 on our list is Batman, issue 125, the Jock foil 1 in 50 cover. And this is a lovely one, guys. I see several of these kind of variants in Forbidden Planet. But Forbidden Planet is not cheap, and they ask big money. That's a lovely one, though, isn't it? Jock is very talented, and I was due to see him at a Bristol con called Tripwire, and of course that got cancelled as well because Howard Chaykin was also going to be there. So I'm a little bit gutted about that. But this Batman book sold 29 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 101%. Raw's high sale Raw went for $77.38. On average now, they're going for $56. That con that I spoke of was going to be, I think, September the 3rd and 4th. But I will make up for that, and I'll go to the Birmingham one instead at that time. So any of my UK subscribers fancy meeting up, drop me a line and we'll say hello. Okay, number 5 on our list. As noted, this issue features the first appearance of the new villain, Failsafe. I've just showed you the 1 in 50 incentive. This time we are going with the cover M, and that is the Failsafe design for Batman issue 125, guys. Another nice looking cover. Here we go. Again, I see numerous ones like this in Forbidden Planet, but I don't go heavy when it comes to incentives, and I certainly don't pick up too many modern books. This book sold 38 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 81%, with a high sale Raw copy going for $21.99. On average now, the Raw is going for $16. Okay, number 4 on our list, and this is a book I made a hot comic book alert about. By the way, I've just brought out a new hot comic book alert out. Check that one out, guys, on my YouTube page. This one I'm talking about is $8 billion. Sorry, $8 billion. 8 billion genies, and it's continuing to turn a big profit if you've picked it up cheap. This Mario homage from Bird City Comics, drawn by Trish Forstner of Stray Dogs, leveled up last week with 13 copies sold, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 255%, and a high sale Raw copy went for $275. Can you believe? Here it is, number 4 on our list, guys, is 8 Billion Genies, issue 1, the Bird City Trish Forstner Super Mario 3 homage. And what really sells it, it's limited to just 500 copies, guys. Wow, that was a mouthful, but this cover is quite striking. Here it is, simplistic, but when it is so limited, people flock for it. And yeah, basically, I think the premise of 8 Billion Genies is everybody in the world gets just one wish. You can bring back dead relatives, you can bring dinosaurs in, all sorts. I think it'll be brilliant on screen, something like that. This book, like I said, 13 copies sold, and with a high sale Raw going for $275. Crazy stuff. Okay, number 3 on our list, guys. Yeah, we are there now. And I actually have this one. I picked it up in my last haul video. In the opening issue of the Iron Cat series, we learn the woman's identity under the armour. And the reveal is a blast from the past in the form of Tamara Blake. And this reveal has spiked interest in her first appearance in this issue of Spectacular Spider-Man. Yeah, number 3 on our list is Spectacular Spider-Man, annual number 4. The first appearance of Tamara Blake, who later becomes Iron Cat. In this book as well, you get the origin of Aunt May and Ben Parker. What did I pay for my copy? £5. I just picked it up recently on the 9th of last month at the Worcester shop out of this world. Yeah, I couldn't believe it's still there, £5. But what numbers has it been doing? Well, it sold 25 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 184%, with a high sale Raw copy going for $51. On average, now they're around about 25, so my fiver is good. Okay, number 2 on our list. I swear I saw this book the other day and passed on it. A Marvel book, 1982. Thor Love and Thunder. Post credits, we finally got what everybody knew, well, I knew was coming, and that was the introduction of Hercules into the MCU. Yeah, I have his first appearance in that Journey into Mystery annual. Beat but complete. Number 2 on our list is the first Hercules solo series, and that comes from 1982. Here it is, your book, guys. Hercules, #1. Yeah, that is our #2 book this time round, guys. It's going to be interesting, because what I noticed with Hercules was he was nowhere near as bulky as Chris Hemsworth's Thor, and Hercules has got to be big, so time will tell how that plays out. This book sold 33 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 259%, with a high sales CGC 9.8. Really? Going for $450. Rolls on average now hitting $30. And now, on average, though, they've dropped down to around about 19. And we're there, #1 on our list. A follow-up to book, the incentive I just showed you. Amazon's recent announcement has really spiked this book. #1 on our list. Image Comics' recent release is 8 Billion Genies. Issue #1, the regular cover, guys. That's our #1 book this time round. Don't forget to leave in your comments how many you got in this top 20. I think it's going to be tough for most of us to hit double figures this time round. I know I'm certainly not there. What numbers did our #1 book do this time round? This one sold a whopping 78 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 123%, with a high sale raw copy going for $26. On average now, just dropped to around about 24. That's it. That's a wrap. I have a pitiful 3 out of 20. Let me know in the comments, guys, how many you destroyed me by, and I'll see you very soon. Lots of content to come. Bye for now.